What if the struggles you face, failed relationships, endless stress, repeating setbacks, were not accidents but consequences? What if every word you speak, every choice you make, plants a seed that eventually returns to you? This, across traditions, is called karma. But here's the shocking truth. You are not doomed to be a prisoner of karma. You can live a life where karma no longer binds you, where your actions set you free instead of chaining you. And the proof is found in ancient philosophy, especially in Stoicism. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, taught a way of life so aligned with reason, virtue, and nature that you become untouchable by negative consequences. In this journey, I will reveal 7 Stoic ways to become karma-proof. And if you practice them, your life will transform, because karma itself will lose its grip on you. Welcome, seeker of wisdom. Today, you and I will walk the path of liberation, not through superstition but through philosophy and proof. To live karma-free is not about rituals or luck. It is about living so wisely that your actions stop creating chains, and instead they create freedom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If your thoughts are noble, your actions will be noble. And noble actions create no karmic burden. They create harmony. Before we begin, do one thing. Subscribe to this channel for more Stoic teachings that elevate the mind and spirit, and type "karma proof" in the comments to affirm your journey to becoming karma-free. Now, let's begin with the first Stoic principle. Way 1. Master intention over action. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." Karma does not begin with the hand. It begins with the mind. Every action has a root intention. A selfish action binds you. A spiteful thought plants a chain. But a pure intention releases you. Think of planting seeds in a garden. If the seed is rotten, the fruit will be bitter. If the seed is healthy, the fruit will nourish. Intention is the seed of karma. Before every action, whether speaking, working, or choosing, pause and ask, am I acting from anger or from calmness? From greed or from fairness? From pride or from humility? If the motive is corrupted, the karma is corrupted. If the motive is clean, the action frees you. Tonight, review your day. Not only what you did, but why you did it. Were your intentions pure or poisoned? Correct the seed tomorrow. Way 2. Detach from outcomes. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same reason you use today." One of the biggest creators of karma is attachment to results. You give a gift but expect gratitude. You work hard but demand success. You help someone but want recognition. And when these expectations are not met, resentment forms. That resentment is karma. The Stoics free us by teaching, act rightly and let the result go. You control the action, never the outcome. Example: a farmer plants crops. He controls the soil, the water, the care, but he cannot control the rain or the sun. If he obsesses over the weather, he suffers needlessly. But if he focuses only on what is his to control, he is free. Each time you work, say to yourself, the outcome is not mine. Only the effort is mine. By releasing attachment, you stop weaving the net of karma. Way 3. Live in harmony with nature. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, said, "The goal of life is to live in agreement with nature." Karma arises when we resist the natural flow. Greed is against nature because nature provides enough. Envy is against nature because each being has its place. Anger is against nature because harmony sustains life. Example: a river flows smoothly. If you flow with it, you are carried gently. But if you swim against it, you exhaust yourself and drown. Karma is the exhaustion of fighting nature. Stoic harmony is floating with the current. Simplify your life. Remove excess possessions, unhealthy habits, and harmful desires. Practice moderation in food, speech, and wealth. This alignment with nature dissolves karmic imbalance. Ask yourself, am I fighting life or flowing with it? Way 4. Break the chain of reaction. Seneca said, "He who angers you conquers you." Karma is often nothing more than cycles of reaction. Someone insults you. You insult them back. They escalate. You escalate. The cycle continues, binding both of you. The Stoic breaks the chain. When insulted, he chooses silence. When provoked, he chooses reason. When wronged, he chooses forgiveness. In that moment, the karmic chain shatters. Example: a neighbor spreads gossip about you. If you retaliate, the war grows. If you stay silent, the gossip dies with them. The cycle ends with you. That is being karma-proof. When provoked, take a deep breath. Count slowly to 10. Ask yourself, if I continue this reaction, what chain am I creating? Then choose a response that ends the cycle. Way 5. Cultivate inner virtue over outer reputation. Epictetus said, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. So much karma comes from living for reputation. We do things not because they are right, but because we want praise. And when praise does not come, bitterness follows. But the Stoics remind us, reputation is external. Virtue is internal. Only wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control matter. Example: a man gives charity only for applause. When no one claps, he feels anger. This is karma. Another man gives silently, without recognition. He feels peace. This is freedom. Each morning, choose a virtue to practice. If you choose courage, face one fear. If you choose justice, treat everyone fairly. If you choose self-control, resist one temptation. By living in virtue, karma cannot stick to you. Way 6. Accept what is beyond control. Epictetus taught, some things are up to us and some are not. Karma arises from resistance. You lose a job, and instead of adapting, you curse fate. You fall sick, and instead of caring for yourself, you drown in bitterness. That bitterness grows into karma. Acceptance is freedom. When you accept what you cannot control, your suffering ends. You do not fight reality, you flow with it. Example: Marcus Aurelius lost children in his lifetime, yet he remained calm. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Each time misfortune strikes, ask, is this in my control? If yes, act. If no, accept. Acceptance dissolves karmic resistance. Way 7. Live as a servant of the whole. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee." Selfishness is the root of karma. When you live only for yourself, your actions return to you in suffering. But when you live for the whole, for family, for community, for humanity, you transcend karma. Example: a selfish leader creates wars and chaos, and karma destroys him. But a servant leader who governs with justice leaves behind peace. Proof that service breaks karma. Every week, do one act of service with no expectation of reward. Teach, help, give, or comfort. When you serve the whole, karma cannot bind you, because you are no longer living for the self alone. To be karma-free is not to escape responsibility. It is to live with such purity of thought and clarity of action that nothing negative sticks to you. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." When you master intention, detach from outcomes, live in harmony, break reactions, cultivate virtue, accept what you cannot control, and serve the whole, you become karma-proof. If this wisdom has spoken to you, remember to subscribe and type Karma Proof IQ in the comments to affirm your commitment to freedom.